Yeah, exactly. All right, so I am live on YouTube. I'm live on in the teleconference in the on the telephone call. So welcome everybody. Here we are at the end of December. Ooh-wee. So for those of you that don't know, I retired this week from my nursing job that I've worked at for 43 years, 43 and a half. And
Wow.
it's just been amazing. You know, the transitions I've seen in that time frame, and but just the outpouring of love I've had. My last job I've been in, I was in for 24 years, and you know, my coworkers and everyone just so wonderful, just overwhelming, you know, parties, gifts. And then today my daughter put together something with the family, and just about the entire family was there. So it's like, oh my goodness, the love and the support and the energy was really, really amazing. So anyway, I just that's been my focus for the entire week. And but now and everyone keeps saying, okay, so what's the first thing? You know, what does it feel like to be retired? To me, it's sleeping. I am not a morning person, and that getting up so early in the morning has always been hard for me. So I'm thrilled. Yeah, exactly. I'm thrilled to get up when I want to get up. But for those of, but and I at the party today, one of my nephews had said, "So Shelly, what are you going to do now?" He doesn't know as much about the goddess light and these things. His wife does, but anyway, I said, "Oh, I'm going to just grow goddess light." And he says, "Oh, what's that? It's so cute." And it's like, "Yeah, I've known you for 30 years, but." But anyway, it's so that's been one of those things, you know, to be in all this traditional world and then to talk about something not traditional. So you know, and honestly, all of the people at work knew what I was doing, or the majority did. You know, when there's a turnover, it didn't necessarily. And so anyway, as I was talking to Drew, I said, just kind of out of the blue, it's like, well, actually, I'm going to be building a new business. So that's my goal. It's obviously Goddess Light, and but I am going to build a new business that will include, of course, the meditations, the channeling with the universal light beings, working privately with people, classes. You know, I think I'm going.
You're still helping people. You're still, well, I mean, it's not the medical field, but you're still in a mode of helping people, but it'll be at your own time.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Kathy. So, you know, I've always felt like there was an overlay between this and what else I had been doing. So I think that's one reason why I didn't really feel conflicted by it, because I remember back in the early 2000s, everyone's saying, no, you need to give up your job. You need to only do spiritual. Well, that just didn't work for me. But I manifested the perfect job to be able to do everything I wanted to do and still work there and still be comfortable and still be in an energy that, you know, it supported me and did what I needed all those years. But anyway, here I am. So there's a lot that I've been thinking about. So I'll just enjoy the holidays with my family and see what happens come January. Oh boy. So anyway,
and you know, Shelly, one thing is that if the med beds do come into fruition, especially this next year or so, you might have good timing getting out of the medical field, you know?
Yeah, I don't see it changing that drastically for a number of years, just because of all the traditional, and just because my sense with the med beds is, even though I know a lot of people think, oh, it's going to be for everybody and anybody. Yes, that's a potential, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I don't know. No, none of us know.
They won't buy it.
Yeah, this is all continually unknown. Yep. So we'll just see how it all goes. But nope, I was told by my group, nope, you do not go into 24. It's time to end it now. And so it's like, okay, here I am. And so we shall see. I am excited. I am curious to see where this is going to go. And you know, of course, anything that y'all would be interested in terms of classes or something I'm seeking out. But you know, I got an email from someone that we've worked together one-on-one, and some things kept coming up, and she says, okay, can you train me? And now maybe I can. And I thought that's a great idea. She works a lot with people that are transitioning or that have transitioned, and then making sure that their soul returned home. And so she says, can we figure out a way to teach me in that? So I thought, oh, cool. So maybe I'll do these one-on-one things. Maybe I'll make a class out of it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I do know that the potential is limitless, and we will see what comes my way, and I am open to receive. Another thing, even though there's a lot of extrovert in me, because I do all this, when it comes to like all of these different things I've had over the last several days about, people showing their love and support, in the past, that's oftentimes been awkward, or, I feel a little uncomfortable, but I just feel this, I feel as if it's a kind of and I'm saying this because everyone, will get there, or should consider it. How much are you open to receive? Because I always thought, oh yeah, I'm open to receive. But I realized I wasn't as much as I thought I was until right now, like with all of these things, for the first time in my life, I felt like, and it's not a feeling of I deserve it, don't deserve it. It's nothing at all like that. It's more so that, gee, thank you for acknowledging what I've done all these years. Thank you for seeing me for who I am. And, it just was really, it's really been amazing. So anyway, enough about that. So for anyone that's new, that's watching this is the Goddess Light meditation. It is not, and the universal beings are, they're two totally separate things. And so, like, this is on Rumble. It is streaming on Rumble. And I did put a note in the box there that I do not look at questions or comments during the meditation. So there is a little blip in there that says, if you want to ask a question when we get to that section, then you do need to call in on the phone. It's just too hard for me to try to do it, because when I'm doing these meditations, my consciousness really shifts, and I can't be grounded enough in, to do the meditation justice, and then to do the questions. So that's how this part works. But anyway, here we are. I know this is the last week before Christmas, and everyone's super duper busy. I will be much more available for private sessions if people are interested in that. You can look at the website and book that. I am working with Alexander. I'm probably going to put out some sort of a calendar. And I think that if people can look and say, okay, I'm going to choose this day, this time, it might be easier. So that is one of my goals for the new year. But it's, yeah. So and consider this maybe as a gift to yourself, a way to support yourself, and a way to maybe clear the energy of this year or the past, so that you can open up to a new year in a new space. Lots of different reasons why someone might want to have a private session, but you can look at the website, goddesslight.net, and there's a lot more information in there. So that's it. And then otherwise, because the next time, okay. Is this going to be like a three Sundays in a row? I think I want to say last year I ended up, so 2 Sundays. Yeah. How about that? So the next channel isn't going to be until the 7th, January 7th. So because it's New Year's Eve on 2 weeks from today. And so maybe I'll do something on January 1st. But again, another one of my things on my to-do list is to really kind of update my email list, and see if I can't do more with that, and send it out more consistently. Yep. So just FYI, next channel will be January 7th, but I may see about doing something on the 1st, and I'll let you know if I do. Okay. So here we go.
The recording has started. All participants are muted.
We're gathering this evening at a time when a great deal of the world is celebrating the holidays, at a time when many people are on a roller coaster of emotions. For some, it can be very happy and uplifting. For others, it can be very depressing. For others, it can be very stressful. And for others, it can be just like any other day. But all of those various feelings and emotions around this time of the year create waves of energy. And maybe you're tapping into that, maybe you're not. But I would say to you, choose to take this as a moment that you're going to come in here and nurture yourself. You're going to allow your energies to transition. You're going to open up to whatever the goddess and the light energy has for you. We are coming up on the winter solstice up here where I live, the solstice. And therefore, there's just many, many, many things. And anytime that you come into this space, I invite you to let it be a time of nurturing, a time of love, and a time of support. So with all that being said, taking a deep breath, breathe in through your nose, feel that breath of energy and light as it moves down through your lungs. It moves into your heart center. And then as you breathe out, let go of any tension or stress. Let go of anything at all that may be hanging over you or keeping you from being able to focus within. As you take another breath in, feel this breath as if you're breathing even deeper down within yourself. You breathe in through your nose, your lungs, it goes into your heart, and it circulates throughout your body. Every breath in and every breath out can be a balance of energy as it's moving through you. With your one last focus, feel as if you take a deep breath in and you're just sinking down within yourself. Allow all of your focus to come within. Let go of any of the distractions so that you may feel yourself here in this now moment. Allow your focus and breathing to be gentle and easy as you take a breath in, and then as you take a breath out or release that breath out. Namasika Venia Benya. Namasika Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family. I reach out from my heart to yours. I reach out at this time of the holidays to celebrate with you in this now moment. I reach out, inviting you to let this be a moment of awareness in which you are aware of the energies around you, aware of your potentials, and aware of all that moves within you. This is another year of completion. This is another year in which so many of you can look back and recognize we are done. This is another year for the integration and the rising up of the vibration that is available to all of you. As you take this opportunity, you breathe in, letting your focus be within you. As you breathe out, you clear out, you let go, you release anything that may be hanging over you. This time on earth is truly filled with energies. Some feel like a melting pot full of multiple different types. Sometimes you're in a flow of energy that just simply calms and balances you, no matter what may be going on in and around you. Take a breath in and breathe out. Consider, if you will, you as the human. You have your physical body. You have the energy that runs through your body, keeping you alive and functioning. You have emotions. You have thoughts and beliefs. And the core of everything is your spirituality. The vast majority of this you take for granted. However, in this now moment, I invite you to just take stock. How are you feeling? Are there particular emotions that are in your consciousness? Thoughts that are on your mind right now? I invite you to make a commitment to yourself about self-love. Self-love includes nurturing. Self-love includes the acknowledgement of whatever it is that may be going on, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual even. Self-love is you saying to yourself, no matter what may be going on in and around me, I am opening to love. I take whatever length of time is needed, be it 1 or 2 minutes or longer, to simply breathe into my heart and feel the love and light of my own divinity, and then I breathe out. Just in this 1 or 2 minutes, I can feel in all of you a more centered energy and a clearing out. whatever's hanging over you or holding you back. From within that physical body, create a ball of light. You can envision it. You may feel it. You create it around your physical heart. However, it is also aligning with your emotions, your thoughts, your beliefs. So all of these things around you come into this ball of light that you are creating. As it swirls within you, infuse love into this space. You then allow that to go down. There's a stream of light that moves down through your energy bodies. It goes down through your root center and into the earth. So many of you are accustomed to doing this, and automatically you go to the same space. Change it up for a moment. Consciously merge, maybe deeper with Gaia than you have before. Consciously merge perhaps with a river or stream. Consciously merge with a tree. And let that assist you with going deeper into the earth. As you feel your energies anchor within this space, it then comes back up through your energy bodies once more and into that ball of light that continues to remain within your heart center. It is now infused with the energies of the earth. You send it through your throat, your third eye, your light body, your head center, and you send it up until you connect with your higher self. Look around this space of your higher self. What is here? What is within this space? If there are messages for you or an awareness of projects that you're working on, take note of what it may be. If you find that it's very cluttered and it's hard to get through everything that's here, send through a ball of light and clear it out. Your higher self is still here directly in alignment with you. It is a place that you utilize all day long. Be it problem solving, making decisions. You utilize it in many, many, many different ways. You take a stream of energy and continue upward. As you follow that thread of energy that comes from within you, it takes you directly into your heart center. I just said your heart center. How interesting. This thread of light is taking you up into the soul plane and directly into your soul. There is a direct link between your soul and your heart center. Perhaps I needed to say it in such a way as a reminder for everyone. As you merge with your divinity, you find your consciousness expanding even further. Take this moment to simply feel the essence of your soul. When you are so busy in your everyday life and you move from project to project or moment to moment, you forget that this is your reality. So feel what it is. Feel your soul, feel your energy, and know this is your source. I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you that are here. As our energies merge, it moves your consciousness and this link through your soul into the all that is. Some of you may observe the same thing that I'm seeing, but I want to share with you that as we come into the all that is, I have a perception of decorations all over the place. These are beautiful decorations filled with light. It is as if I see the many, many traditions in various parts of the world displayed within the all that is. As I look at this, what emanates from it all is a sense of joy, a sense of excitement. I also feel that this is a celebration on many different levels. Those traditions that you have in your everyday earthly life are a part of what I see. There is also, in another frequency or a different perspective, a celebration for each one of you that you have completed another year. And as I continue to look deeper and deeper within, there is a new creation that is coming about. You are very aware of the transitions taking place on the earth. You are very aware of how the relationship between your earth plane and the universe has transitioned over the last several years. In this now moment, I invite you to step into your space of the all that is, and as if you are opening up your arms wide, receive that influx of energy and light that's coming in from the universe. And then also feel and receive as everything within the all that is around you is also becoming expanded and enhanced. Do you see the change? Can you see what is happening? Can you see that there are more and more things available to you than ever before? This is the time. Now, I understand that the majority of the world considers the end of this month as the completion of the year. There is so much that is actually aligned with your equinox and solstice that frequently the solstice feels to me as if it's the end of the year and the new year beginning. So I want to begin this evening with you considering at the end of this year, what comes first and foremost to your mind and to your awareness. Such a variety. This has been the hardest year I've ever had. This has been a year of transition. This year has been overwhelming. This year has been, and of course you answer, what is your reality? So as you are coming up on the energies of the solstice, take this moment and once and for all clear out those things that feel so heavy to you. Be it belief systems, be it responsibilities, be it frustrations, sadness. Just let it all come up from within you. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Whew. Let it go. And therefore, as you look towards the solstice, you can look forward to it with a greater clarity and an openness to feel even more come within you. By allowing your focus to be upon the solstice, you are then able to already create changes so that as you get into the time of the holidays and the time of the new year, perhaps you've done a great deal of the work that you need for yourself. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. We talk frequently about dimensions. I know to many of you, they're just a number that is spoken about. But with the changes, the transitions that are taking place, there have been multiple times throughout your history in which people came in to create change, in which events took place upon the earth to create change. And as we come up to the birth of Christ as represented on December 25th, utilize that as a means of recognizing a milestone that was able to transition things enough that you could be where you are today. So look towards Yeshua. And as you see Yeshua, as he's coming into this space within and around you, this is not about religion. This is about Yeshua as he is a part of Sananda. And this is about the energies of Sananda coming into the earth. As you're looking through that timeline, you can see that as he came in, he had all this other energy that was with him, supporting him. And it not only cracked open the heavy, heavy density of what was there, but it also began to stream a consciousness of love and light that has grown and grown over time. Come to where humanity is right now. That energy of Sananda, that Christ energy of Yeshua, all of that is now manifested through each one of you. Consider, if you will, where you are right now in the all that is. Take a moment. Not only did we talk about the many dimensions and levels of frequency that are right here, but you aligned with the solstice and you cleared out your energy. And then as Sananda came in, bringing with it that which is associated with this time of year, feel it within yourself. Understand that all of those billions of people living on the earth right now are manifesting this light energy. You are all manifesting exactly what Yeshua brought in. However, it is reflected as it needs to be at this time. It is now spoken about as bringing in your own divinity and soul energy. It is understood that everybody is in this balance and this alignment. And you are all anchoring this energy so as to move forward with this ascension. So consider yourself as if you were looking at yourself, open to perceive what you look like. Is there a white light, perhaps golden, magenta? As you look at yourself, what energies are you emanating at this time? Ask to understand the soul energy and light. As if you are opening up your consciousness, listen to the communication from Yeshua, Sananda, the universe, or even your soul. Perhaps it is all swirling together as one. Messages may come to you through the sound of tones or the ringing of bells, or even the angelic choir, as they call it, that music of the universe, that music of love. Be in the flow. Simply receive what it is. I can feel wave upon wave moving through each one of you. As each wave is integrating within you, you continue to shift upward into a higher frequency. Understand that you do not have to always understand. Perhaps I can rephrase that. Open to believe that you need not understand exactly what is happening at any given moment. You need only be open to receive. Feel the flow. Feel the essence. As all of this is moving through you, you may also choose to look all the way back through the timeline of history and notice, how many times have you been a part of this ascension process? There have been times humanity ascended hugely upon the earth and then dropped down and then ascended back up and drop down. Look through the timelines. Understand your own personal growth and experience. Some of you may receive a perception that you have done this many, many times before, which then affirms, as I've said so many times to all of you, you are already ascended beings. This is about remembering who you are. Especially as you're in this space working directly through your divinity, you can take this moment and affirm, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. You will continue to integrate and feel more and more of these energies and these messages come down within you. I invite you, though, to look back around at the all that is. Remember the signs of celebration when we first walked in. Look around at this moment. This is where you can see and know that you have the ability not only to experience all of this, but you have the ability to truly know within you that you are so much more than that individual person walking through your life. As you receive that within you, as you integrate it deeper within you, that is how you open up to these many different changes. I invite you to gather together as a group. And as each one of you are within this space, look at one another and ask to see Yeshua within them. Ask to see Sananda within them. And as you look around, your perceptions may change. And now, ask to see them as their soul essence and see you, or look through the eyes of your soul. There is only love. So within this group, send forth love send forth a clearing out of the year or anything else. Send forth that deep merging with Yeshua, Sananda, your soul. Send it into this center of this group. And then coming up within that is the hologram of the earth, which then receives all of this. It receives not only all the work that you are doing, but these extra influxes of light that come from the crystalline frequency. As you look at the hologram, it transforms in front of you. There is an aspect that goes out through the universe, dispersing that energy. The remainder goes down into the earth plane. It goes through the level of the collective consciousness. Has not that changed incredibly? It is barely discernible as we send this energy into the earth. It moves down into the center of the earth, anchoring within those crystals and rock and space. And then everything from within the center of that column of light then radiates outward. It comes outward through all the many layers of the earth. It comes up through where you anchored within the earth. Primarily your own energies coming within you, but if there's anything else you need, this is another way of anchoring those energies within you. You may notice the collective consciousness around you is also clearing out from the past year. You then receive the flow that comes back down within you, that's coming down from your own divinity. It moves through the soul plane, and then you receive it in your everyday life. We spoke at the beginning about focusing on the breath you take in and then the breath you breathe out. So in this moment, consider what it felt like at the very beginning and how it feels now. You are receiving a higher vibration of who you are. It flows within you smoothly and easily. Let yourself feel what that is for you. As you integrate these energies within and around you, I invite you to come back within the room. If you would like to ask a question, you may press *6.
Q&A session has started.
And that will place you in the queue. We will answer as many as we can. If you would like to work privately with Shelly, you can check her website, goddesslight.net. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hello. Go ahead.
Hey, I have a question. You tell me my life has been changing a little bit, and it's been like this month has been really a lot of changes. Can you tell me, like, am I going on the right path, or is there certain other things that I should do as far as looking towards one this way or that way?
So as we're looking at you, beloved, the first thing we want to do is salute you, because it feels as if you've made some significant changes in your life and they've been hard. It took a lot of willpower. It took a lot of decision. It took a lot of communication. And so as we're looking at you, that's what we see, that there has been many different things that have brought you to this moment right now. And so first and foremost, we salute you for a job well done and knowing it was very challenging. So good for you. So yes, you are on the right path. Yes, there's still going to be a little bit more that needs to be ironed out. And it feels to us as if coming in the new year, there may be even more choices to make that involve, I mean, one thing that just came up felt like it was different, a change in work, whether it's a change within the work you currently have to a different department or a different level or something totally new, but it felt like a change in work was coming your way. It also feels like there's a potential that you may move to a different location. The move is just kind of ambivalent right now. It doesn't feel like you have to move, but it's just one of those opportunities that are out there. And then when you weigh these opportunities, you decide for yourself, well, you know, I think this is something I want to do. So what you've been learning through all of this is to trust your intuition. In the past, you have not really trusted your intuition. You've been more in your head, mentally thinking and analyzing and overanalyzing and reanalyzing. And so that's why a big part of this change for you has been hard, because you've shifted it. Well, no, my gut just is telling me this, or my gut's telling me that. And so that is confirming that you are in touch with your intuition and you are listening to it. So yes, there are more changes coming your way, but you've done a great job and you're exactly where you need to be for right now.
As far as I had those changes in my love life. Me and my girlfriend broke up, and I'm just trying to get to know people and see where that has me eventually in the future. Do you see anything like that right now, or I know it's probably gonna take a while to
The
see how
sense,
things go with that.
yeah, and it could be that this is a part of what we saw still hanging over you. It feels as if you've had a pattern and relationships have not always been co-creative or not always been nurturing on both sides. And so that feels like it's one of the one of these pieces that we see that's about you learning to um, value yourself. Maybe that's a way of saying it, but it just feels as if that is a part of the transition. And there are absolutely relationships coming your way. But there's a part of you that says, no, I'm not quite there yet. I'm not quite done, because you have made a strong statement to the universe. I'm not going back to that type of a relationship. I'm not going to do that again. And so that feels very much as if it's a part of what we're tapping into. And so coming into the new year, truly this letting go, like during the meditation tonight, you really let go a lot of the old energy associated with this. And so it's one of those things that when you get to a place that you are comfortable about where you are and that you've made some changes, then boom, it can happen in an instant. And that's what it feels like to us. It happens unexpectedly, and you know immediately, this is different. There's something different about this.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello.
First of all, I want to say thank you to you and Shelly for keeping us together as a Goddess family, and Shelly to bridge us with you all and everybody who is on the call. And I feel always great support when I'm on the call, and I really appreciate you all. And I do have certain issue I'm dealing with, and I want to know if next year anything can change, like situation with my son, my mouth situation, and if I'm going to be able to go back to work.
Okay. It feels like, I don't know, the word that just came through was hiatus. Like you've been on a timeout from a lot of things in your everyday life. And this timeout has been about clearing your energies, changing your energies, moving your energies. Even though you are someone that has always had a big heart. You've always been very concerned about other people. You've always been very giving to other people, but you don't always know how to receive it back into yourself. And so that feels like it's one of the messages coming forth, is that as you are learning to receive, then you begin to receive help from others. You receive good teeth. You receive relationships. You receive. So, so that's what is coming up at the forefront right now. let your focus be about understanding. I mean, because you always are on what you can do for others and looking outward. So even though it feels uncomfortable and awkward a little bit, begin to say, okay, how can I just be in a place of receiving love? And you receive love from your divinity, and then you receive love from, you're just walking down the mall and someone says hello. Oh, there's a little bolus, there's a little piece of light. And that is oversimplification, but let that be your focus, especially coming up to the solstice here, about, well, am I receiving? Can I receive more openly? Can I receive more fully? And in doing so, the sense that we get is that there's this opening up within you. It looks literally like, when the lotus flower opens up, it's like the petals just open up, and then there's a much deeper flow of energy and light within you. It feels like that's directly related to your issues with the mouth. And then that is directly related to these other things that are going on with work. With your son, the vast majority of that feels like it's on him. And we know that you want to change it. We know that you want to see that differently. But until there is this massive change that's going on across the whole entire planet. And our sense is that at some point it will kind of really shake things up with him. And at that point, it feels like he'll be more open to a relationship again and will come back around. But we don't see that at this now moment. Of course, we're just giving him a little jostle as we say this, because we're connecting to him as we, tap into that. So we'll just send a big jostle, that he may receive this, that he may know how much he is loved, and that he may know that this is a relationship that can be very, beneficial and nurturing to him as it is to you. And so we're just putting that out there with you, that will manifest more quickly rather than right now. It feels like it's months off. But for right now and in this moment, for you to feel better, it's about receiving, it's about opening and accepting the love. Because even though you may on many levels already know that you're receiving it and know that it's there for you, this is about going to that place that's kind of really deep within you, that you have had to kind of close off because you've been hurt many, many times, because you've had one problem after another. And so this is about going to that place deep within you and then opening up to receive once again. Does that make sense, beloved?
That makes a lot of sense. I realize that, like, I work right now with 13 goddesses every day, but I realize I'm not open to receive. I mean, even I pray to receive. I ask them to work with me. I think I'm open, but nothing is changing.
Yes,
so
and
how can I open to receive?
And so that's what we're speaking about. You're opening, you're receiving, and it's coming through on certain levels, but it's just remaining superficial. So this is about when you breathe down and you go into your heart and you go all the way down, to where your soul is kept within you. And you can just ask, where is it? It's around your root center. It's around, that part of your physical body. But just go and look at it as healing. Bring Yeshua in, bring Sananda in, bring in, like, we know that those angels and energies that you work with, but just almost like they're standing around and say, okay, you are here, you're witnessing this with me, you're supporting me with this. Help me to see where inside of me needs to heal so that it can then open. It feels like it's about intimacy. It feels like it's about something that's deep within you that has been hurt multiple different times throughout your life. And that's why it's got that shell over it.
How can I let it go?
By being in a place where you trust and understand within you why it was there, which is it's always been there, but you have not allowed anything in because you don't want to be hurt. And I mean, there's probably even more than that with it. But just saying to you, by bringing in those light beings and letting them literally sit in a circle with you, and then as if you're just peeling away layer upon layer upon layer until you get to that core being. And when you get there, you'll know it because it'll feel different than everything else has felt.
Thank you very much. I hope the new year bring new energy so I can do it.
Well, the new energy
Thank
is
you.
here. Yeah. And the new energy is going to really ramp up with the solstice. So it's
It is,
absolutely.
and I feel always, I feel all this change and
Yes.
connect with Yeshua all the time.
Yes.
But still doesn't matter. Like on my own, I still cannot let it go.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So only you can decide, only you can do this healing. But we stand here as witness.
I do that. Nothing more.
Well, because you're not really getting to that place that really needs to be healed. And you can only get there at the right and perfect time. So this is why we say to you that you just keep doing this and peeling away the layers. And then one day you'll realize, aha, that was it. And you'll know it's different.
All right. I hope I reach that point next year.
You will.
Thank you so much, Davis. Thank you, Shelly, and everybody on the call.
You're welcome, beloved.
Merry Christmas to everybody, or whatever you celebrate. Happy season.
Indeed, indeed. Merry Christmas to you and happy season to all.
Thank you.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello.
I want to say thank you to you and to the family,
Thank you.
to Shelly, the commitment, all this time.
You're breaking up. I'm sorry we couldn't hear.
I'm crying.
Oh, beloved, thank you. Thank you. We can feel the messages coming from you.
I've been reading some messages, and I feel like everything you've been guiding us is like, well, the message I read was about angelic heritage, and I feel like a lot of the messages the Ascended Masters talk about as we, the living angel on earth.
Mm-hmm.
And I might hear Shelly channel the yell. We talk about going in, align with our angelic heritage within us.
Mm-hmm.
So with this energy coming in, we're enhanced. Well, at least I'm stepping into it, enhancing it, because I feel like with you teaching us every day of being the here and now and living the now and taking the moment, I feel like we are creating that and we are bringing that in for ourselves and for everybody. And that's the reality that I am heading to.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, thank you, beloved, for saying that. Indeed.
So is that just a consciousness, or that is truly within our DNA heritage also?
So that's an interesting thing, because consciousness is a part of the DNA. And so what you're speaking about is about the active consciousness that people are utilizing. However, the DNA is like a part of the physicality and the anchoring of all these energies into your physicality through your DNA, and those activations of those strands of DNA that are including higher consciousness, higher potentials, higher physicality, because your physical body will change and things will transition. So the sense is that you are not really doing one or the other, because they are intertwined with one another. And some people will find it easier to kind of focus on expanding DNA. Others will focus on expanding consciousness, but the two work in support of one another. And, it's just two different ways of looking at the same thing. But thank you for that acknowledgement of how, the goddess of creation and all that she has done all these years, those trying to give the tools, because, the ULBs, much of that is information, and they will give tools also. But that has always been the intention with the goddess of creation, to be able to help people learn for themselves, experience for themselves, and create their changes within themselves, and not have some outside source do it. And that's becoming more and more and more important the more that we get into this next level of awareness. So yes, the two are intertwined, and yes, it is something to pay attention to and be cognizant of, because it is all interrelated, and it is all supported one way and the other.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that clarification.
You're welcome. And happy holidays to you too, beloved.
Thank you.
Q&A session is over. All participants are muted.
My beloved family, as you step into the completion of this year on the earth, as you step into the higher frequencies that are here more and more and more than they ever have been before, let this be your gift to yourself at this time of the holidays. The gift of love, the gift of opening to receive it, the gift of knowing that not only are you this beautiful expression of your soul, but you are unique. You are the only one of you that is here. Beloved, be ever present in your life and know that I am ever with you. Aunt Luia.